5 supercontinents that have existed on Earth. 1. Columbia, aka Nuna or Hudsonland. Columbia, or Nuna, was the first supercontinent. It arose around 1.7 billion years ago. Columbia was approximately 8,000 miles long at its broadest part. The eastern coast of India was attached to western North America. Southern Australia was attached to western Canada. 1.45 billion years ago, Columbia began to fragment. Of course, Earth is much older than Columbia, but scientists aren't sure if any supercontinents formed earlier. It's possible that only smaller land masses existed back then. 2. Rodinia. Rodinia came together around a billion years ago. It existed for about 300 million years before breaking up. Researchers don't know exactly how big Rodinia was. North America was likely the core of the landmass. Back then, the Americas were still merged. Meanwhile, Asia and Africa were fragmented. Rodinia was still around when the first animals evolved. This occurred around 800 million years ago. 3. Pangaea. The most recent supercontinent was Pangaea. It formed around 320 million years ago. Pangaea broke up around 175 million years ago. It was the first supercontinent to be proposed by scientists. Geophysicist Alfred Wegener wrote a paper in 1915. He'd noticed that the shorelines of South America and Africa seemed to fit. Wegener proposed a concept of continental drift. Most geologists dismissed it at the time. It wasn't until 1967 that plate tectonics were finally accepted. This theory explains how Earth's crust is split into plates. They move across the mantle over millions of years. The name Pangaea comes from Greek words meaning all Earth. However, Pangaea never included all of Earth's land masses. Pangaea split when the Central Atlantic Ocean opened. Gondwana separated from Laurasia. The two continents further broke apart. Gondwana formed Africa, South America, India, and most of Antarctica and Australia. Laurasia formed modern-day Eurasia and North America. 4. Gondwana. Gondwana formed around 530 million years ago. It was the largest landmass on Earth for more than 200 million years. Then it became part of Pangaea before breaking off again. However, it's still debatable whether Gondwana was a supercontinent. It brought together around 64% of today's landmass. 5. Pannotia. Pannotia is another debated supercontinent. It may have briefly existed around 560 million years ago. Pannotia would have combined parts of Gondwana, North America, and Northern Europe. Bonus: Amasia and Pangaea Ultima. Scientists believe that supercontinents form on a cycle. It happens every several hundred million years or so. So we should expect another one in 250 million years. A few different scenarios have been proposed. One of these hypothesizes that the Americas and Asia drift northward. They'll merge as the Arctic Ocean closes. The resulting supercontinent is known as Amasia. Another option is that Pangaea will reform. In this scenario, it's the Atlantic that will close. The Americas, Europe, and Africa will come together as Pangaea Ultima.